Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to this channel Indo class. Today we are going to learn about wave modulation. Do you know about this wave modulation? This is concept how to signal can be transferred from one people to other people. For the traditional wave, you can speak to your friend directly using ground wave. And for long distance, you can communicate. You cannot speak to your friend directly. So you need tools to do communication with your friend. You can hear your friend speak because any wave can be received on your ear. Okay. And if you know, wave is the vibration moving. You can see on here, this is a wave, and this wave will move to your destination if you want to speak to your friend. So this wave can be received in your friend. You can see on here many types of modulation. Before we go too far away about this, I want to explain you about the modulation. This is concept for you to think basic wave can be transfer or wave moving. Modulation is process to combine between information signal with carrier signal, and then you can see on here, this is the result of modulation. Information signal is from your voice, and then carrier signal is from oscillator circuit. After the signal is combined, so the result is modulation signal. Do you know the difference between information signal and carrier signal? Information signal just can be transferred on short distance, whereas carrier signal can be transferred for long away, because information signal just has low frequency, and then carrier signal has high frequency. Information signal is from your voice, and then carrier signal is from the oscillator circuit. This is using from electronics circuit. Information signal is from your voice. It has low frequency, and carrier signal is from electronic circuit. Do you know the difference between information signal and carrier signal? About the frequency. Frequency is the number of waves at 1 second. You can see here if 1 second on here. For information signal, just a half wave, but on the carrier signal has many waves. Information signal can be heard, and then for carrier signal we cannot hear the signal because the number of frequencies of this signal is more than 20,000 Hz. For human can be hear signal between 20 Hz until 20,000 Hz. More than this Hz we cannot hear, and under this Hz we also cannot hear the signal. So we use this advantage each every signal, and then we use modulator to combine, and the result is like this. You can hear your friend from long distance because we learn about amplitude. So the result of modulation, the name is amplitude modulation. You can see here in every second has amplitude which different. Amplitude is the height of wave. You can see here high, low, high, low, like this. Next, for number 2, the signal is frequency modulation. The basic concept same with amplitude, and the difference just on the result of modulation. If you see on amplitude modulation, the result of modulation like this, every second it has amplitude which different, and then for frequency, every second has frequency which different. Frequency is distance between this point to this point, and amplitude is height of wave. This name is amplitude, and this name is frequency. And the source signal information same before, same with amplitude, and carrier is same. the difference just on the result of signal modulation. Amplitude and frequency is a analog wave. The difference just on frequency and amplitude. Next, we can learn about the digital modulation. Digital modulation, it has just two number using binary 1 or 0. One initial is on condition, but for 0 initial for off condition. Or you can think if 1 is for high frequency or 0 is for low frequency. And the signal like this 1 0 1 1 1 1 1, and then you can see on here 0 on this 0 1 0. If you know what the difference between digital and analog signal, yeah, the difference is the number of frequencies. The frequency of this signal digital is very high. For example, you use handphone to communicate. Handphone has high frequency to transfer your communication, your data through satellite or through Wi-Fi. The basic concept is same with before. We have information signal and we can combine with carrier signal. So the result of like this digital modulation. If you see on here, the frequency is very high because many waves at 1 second, and the amplitude is same in every time. Amplitude has character as power, but just for on short distance, whereas frequency, the characteristic of frequency, it has not power, or we can say low power, but for frequency has character can be transferred for long away. So we can use this digital signal. We combine between amplitude character and frequency character, and then we can get the perfect signal. We have high power, and also we have long distance. I think enough for explanation about the basic wave modulation. I will summarize that modulation is combined between information signal with carrier signal. Information signal is from your voice, and then carrier signal is from oscillator circuit or electronic circuit, and the result like this. Every type of this wave, amplitude, frequency, and digital has characteristic its own. So the final or so today many device using character digital because many benefit for us to use the characteristic of signal. For example, television before using analog signal and right now has using digital signal. Enough for this learning. We can continue on the next time. If you have any question, you can comment on below this video. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.